This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm in Newcastle today at Faze Tempers hotel room. It's good to see you again. It's been ages since we last spoke. How you been?
I've been great, man. We finally got around to doing this interview. I know we've been talking about it, you know what I mean? But it's cool to, I'm glad we're doing it in person.
It's good. It's fight week. You got like a good reason to talk. You got an opponent. You're the co-main event on Misfits. Does it feel like yesterday you fought KSI? Has time kind of flown?
Time has kind of flown, and it's crazy because my fiance is about to give birth in 4 to 7 weeks. So that's the reason why I'm not fighting in the October card, is just because it's too close to the delivery date.
Okay.
But man, yeah, it was just back then we weren't pregnant. She wasn't pregnant, and time has flown. A lot has happened since then. I've had more than a full camp now with Malik, and a lot's happened since then.
One of the issues with the KSI fight is you just joined Malik Scott, but it was like you joined him for 2-3 weeks. It wasn't long at all. But now you've had a whole good 8 months to develop Malik. How much has that helped you, do you reckon?
Yeah, it was actually 10 days.
10 days? Oh, wow. Not
yeah,
long.
It was really 10 days. But it's helped me a ton. I've got a lot of experience with Malik, and Malik is just a phenomenal coach and human being. Love the guy to death. But I've learned so much with him, from him, and even being around at Brick House over in North Hollywood. Big shout out to them. I love training there. They got the best people, a lot of the best talent really for boxing in LA.
Everyone trains there. It's kind of become more the influencer gym now. Everyone trains. Alex Sabi, Nicola Mayo, Dean the Great, Chase Demore. Yeah, pretty much everyone in the LA scene is over there. I've got a question. How come you changed your hair back to normal colour? And it's not bleached. I've done the same.
You have done the same. Yeah, okay. It's you have a dirty, I don't know, it's a light.
No, I don't know what colour my hair is. No one does. I don't even. I like bleach is nice though, isn't it? But it's a pain getting it done every time and keeping it the same colour.
And then you're just burning you're putting chemicals in your hair and I don't know. It's just I don't know. I'm with the natural. You know what I'm saying? I like my curls too, and I don't really want my curls to be blonde. I don't know. It's not the look for me. Yeah.
That's fair enough. And I don't know, when you're traveling the whole time, I can ask any barber for a buzz cut. You know how barbers you're like, oh, which barber do I go to? Where do I go get my hair cut? Any barber can cut a buzz cut. It's the easiest haircut to do.
Right.
So you're pretty much safe.
Right.
So it's all fine. But being a dad, I guess that excites you the most.
What about it excites me the most?
Being a dad.
So what about it? Is that what you're asking?
Everything about being a dad, Tommy. You're gonna have a kid, man.
I know, it's insane. No, it's insane, dude. I'm so excited. I had a dream recently. It was my son in the dream, and it was really cool. We were just hanging out. I think we are gonna go mini golf or something. It was crazy. Her and I are both so excited, beyond excited. It's really a dream come true. I didn't think it would happen as soon as it did, but you never really know until it happens, and then it's oh snap, it's time. And we're very blessed, very super blessed, and we're just very excited. I know she's gonna be an amazing mom, and I know I'm gonna be a good dad. So it's.
How long till the kid gets a pair of boxing gloves?
A
little pair.
No, he's gonna get a little pair pretty soon. And Malik's actually the godfather.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, we're very close with Malik, and he's gonna teach him how to fight for sure.
He's got quite a good coach, isn't he, in Malik Scott?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really ask for a better coach. They say, oh yeah, who taught you to box? Malik Scott. Oh, you're good then.
Yeah, exactly. No, but the kid's gonna be an athlete for sure. I'll be surprised if he isn't. Just because I'm 6'3", and then my fiance is 5'11". Oh, wow. So the kid's gonna be at least 6'6". You know what I mean?
Wow. So what sports you got a plan? What sports you introduce them to?
So
a little bit everything,
we're
or
putting him in football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. We're putting him into that first, just because I feel that's the most important thing to learn. Fundamentally, you get footwork, you get teamwork, and
it's also very social as well.
Exactly.
A sport like boxing is quite lonely. At least when you're a kid growing up, when you're playing football, also people your age,
right,
it develops your social skills.
Yeah, but I think ultimately, I'll be surprised if he's not a hooper, playing basketball, because he's going to be a tall boy, and I don't know, we'll get him. Living in America, it's football is not really the shit like it is in the rest of the world, But
it's easier to become a football player in America anyway.
It's easier to.
He's to make soccer, I guess.
MLS, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's becoming cool now because Messi.
Yeah.
But
Have you seen Messi play yet?
yeah, bro. I haven't in person, but he's insane, man. Like, and seeing what he's doing, like he's really, like, bringing football into America and making it cool.
When do you think in America people will stop saying soccer and then start saying football? Do you reckon there'll be a time where people start to change over? Never?
It's never gonna change. Never. No. No shot.
Do you know any basketball players to help your son? You got Malik Scott, Craig Boston coach. Who'll teach him basketball?
That's a great question.
You got contacts, Tommy.
Yeah, we'll get some. We'll make something happen.
You're like Fred. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
too early for now. Anyway, back to the boxing. So just talking about the Ginty fight. How did it originally come around?
So originally, I mean, I wanted to be in the October card, and it just didn't really make sense because my wife or my fiance is delivering a baby. You know what I mean? We're about to have a child on the way in 4 to 7 weeks, and it just doesn't make sense for me to fight around that time. It's just too close to, I want to be there with her. So I wanted to fight. I'm just glad this card happened because if this September card wasn't happening, I wouldn't be fighting this year. And that would have sucked because I went from having 4 fights last year to 0 this year. I didn't want to be on ice for that long. So I'm just glad this card happened. And I didn't want, like, an opponent that's super intense, like a KSI or someone like that. You know what I mean? So that's why, Ginty was brought up, and we thought, okay, that's a decent matchup. So we took it.
And a criticism that came of you was your chin being in the air. Quite a few people were saying that. Have you learned to tuck it? I know it sounds so cringy. It's a bad question to ask, but what have you done to make that adjustment?
Oh, I mean, as soon as I got back from fighting JJ, I had a towel under my chin for like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And just like drilling that and staying like this, and I feel a lot better now. I mean, I've made drastic improvements, and not just that, but also strengthening my neck, all of that. My strength and conditioning has gone way up. My boxing has gone way up. So just ready to go on Saturday.
Exciting. There's a couple more questions before I do let you go. King Kenny, I need a bit of back and forth from a few months back. About a month and a half ago, I'd say. He had a good win over Whindersson Nunes, your countryman. Did that frustrate you anymore? Did it stick anymore that he's Brazilian, the good man he beat?
No, not at all. He had a really good showing against Whindersson. And like I honestly expected Whindersson to do better. So I mean, hats off to Kenny. He had a really good performance. He looked super dominant and relaxed in there. So it was a good showing. But at the same time, I didn't realize how much of a physical mismatch that was. And when you're boxing someone that's significantly shorter length than you, I mean, it's if you know how to use your reach and keep people at bay, like it's pretty simple, And so I think Kenny did an exceptional job of utilizing his range.
He's fighting Anthony Taylor next month in the October card, the prime card. Do you reckon he beats Anthony Taylor?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good fight. I think he can. I think he'll beat Anthony Taylor. Yeah, but it's going to be a good fight. I mean, Anthony Taylor's a dog. So I don't know. Could go either way, but I think Kenny's got it.
And say you beat Ginty, obviously, good to say non-bias, in the room with your whole team. Say you beat Ginty, where does that take you? Does it take you to the Kenny rematch? What's the next move? I guess you're a bit of time at the ring. I guess 6 months, and you'll be back in there. Do you reckon 6-7 months? Spend time with the kid?
Yeah, maybe less. We'll see. We'll see. But something along those lines. I don't know. I don't know who's next after Ginty. First.
Who do you like?
I would like to fight Kenny. I just wouldn't like to fight him at 175. I don't want to go down to that weight anymore. So if we could meet somewhere in the middle, maybe
So 180
or
185.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he'll go up to 185, but maybe 180. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Honestly, it could be anybody. So.
And then just run over predictions for the prime card. We'll be probably watching on TV. It won't be late. Like in the UK, it's always like 4 a.m. for us when it's in America. But for you, it'll be like 10 o'clock. It won't be too bad. KSI, Tommy Fury.
Wait, it's gonna be that late here?
I reckon. What time do you reckon it'll be, Jordan?
10, 11 a.m.
8 a.m. Yeah,
10, 11 a.m. in LA.
In LA.
We'll be able to watch.
That's pretty
Yeah,
sick,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. KSI Tommy Fury. How does that go down?
I mean, I think Tommy's got it. Like, I think Tommy's just gonna stick to his jab. KSI, I mean, he's kind of like a wild card fighter, boxer. So you just got to be careful. But I think Tommy's just like on a different level, and I think he's got all the experience and the IQ to just bring it home.
Do you reckon what's the aim for you in all of this? Is it to work your way back up to the KSI rematch? Do you reckon?
Maybe one day. I just want to be the best version of myself, and in the boxing ring, out of the boxing ring, as a human being. But I want to be, I want to be a great boxer. I believe I have it in me, and so I just want to do that for me.
Okay, sounds really good. 2 more fights. Dean and Waleed. You're training with Dean the Great down at the gym. That's a really, really good rematch. Probably the best skills fight on the card. How does that go down?
Man, yeah, that's gonna be a sick match. I'm definitely
You'll be shouting at the TV.
Yeah.
Obviously, deeming your teammate.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely I think Dean's got it, but it's gonna be a sick fight.
And then just Logan Paul, Dylan Dennis. How does this one go down? The co-main event.
Yeah, I think I mean, I haven't seen enough of Dylan boxing, so I don't really have a real take on Dylan. But I think Logan has more boxing experience. It's insane to see how far Dylan's gone on the talking trash. He's really taken it to like other levels, and I mean, I think if anyone's got a like chip on their shoulder, it's Logan. But Dylan also too, like, he hasn't shown up. He's also got a big chip on his shoulder. Like, he hasn't shown up to fights. He's pulled out of fights. He's been the number one trash talker, but has never shown up. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be a very interesting card, very interesting night of fights. But yeah, that's gonna be a crazy night of fights.
And then KSI Jake Paul, it eventually happens. You predict that KSI will lose to Tommy Fury. And that kind of perfectly sets them both up to fight each other, KSI and Jake, having both lost to Tommy in your eyes. And then who wins that one, do you reckon, when it eventually happens?
Man, I still think, I feel like Jake still has an edge over KSI. I feel like he's trained more intensely for longer. He just went 10 rounds with Nate Diaz, and like, how long? How many rounds is this fight? 6?
KSI's won 6, yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like if they do fight, it should be at least 8. Like, I feel like it needs to be 8. I can't see Jake wanting to do 6. And I feel like by then KSI will probably want to do 8 too. So I don't know. I think Jake's got the edge still.
And if all this build up after all these years, you've got to have it being 8. You can't have a 6-round fight for like 4 or 5 years of build up.
Yeah,
It only makes sense over to 8.
Right.
Before we go, anything else coming up for yourself? Before we go into the rest of the week, press conference tomorrow, weigh-in. Apart from all the boxing, anything else?
Not really. I'm as soon as I get this win, next morning or the very next day, I got a flight out to Orlando. I'm gonna go accompany my fiance and her family in Disney World.
Oh wow, nice.
So I'm excited for that. I haven't really taken my foot off the gas, training wise, this year. Like, I've taken maybe a few weeks off at most, and so I'm just excited to just chill out for a little bit, but it won't be too long before we get back into the swing of things. I mean, obviously with the baby coming, I'll take some time off, but I'm that type of person that I can't stay away from the gym. So,
You'll bring the baby to the gym sometimes then, in like a little basket almost.
Yeah.
Like in Creed 2 in the film.
Yeah,
where he brings.
That's the one I didn't see. I didn't see Creed 2, but yeah, exactly like that. I remember when I used to go to when I used to train at the last gym, there was one of the trainers there would bring his baby, and it was cool. Like, he would just be chilling there watching and stuff.
Would it be quiet or would it start crying?
No, I'd be chilling.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, like the music would be blasting, you just hear pads going. So it's cool. I definitely want to bring him in that environment, just so he soaks it in, you know.
Yeah, toughen them up really early.
Exactly.
Awesome, that's great. Tommy, thank you. Appreciate it.
you,
That's
Fred.
dope.
All right, for sure.